Did you see the one bump they were going to take? And Mr. Brody Lee actually looked kind of scared.
Yeah.
He looked like he was like questioning,
Is
this a smart decision to make right now? And he took it, and it wasn't a smart decision to make because pretty much right after that, all those crazy spots, they go through the ramp.
They went through the fucking
ramp.
The paradigm shift through the ramp. That was reminiscent of old ECW days right there, man. That brought back memories. And that just goes to show you the level of creativity that All Elite Wrestling is on.
Yep.
And pretty much, man, they would come from under the ramp, and Mr. Brody Lee would be busted wide open.
And Mox would just drill him and keep busting him open, man. Hit him with his, what's his finisher called?
I think it's the paradigm shift. It's no longer the dirty deeds.
No longer the dirty deeds. So he did all that. He busted him up, and then he chokes him out. And we're going to be hearing about that in the next few days. Yes, I think that's a controversial decision, but I'm glad that they ended it that way because this is a feud that we can see probably continue on through AEW next pay-per-view. Mm-hmm. And I think their next pay-per-view is going to be either All In or All Out. No, I think they have one before All In or All Out, whichever one they call it, because this is their May pay-per-view. Yeah.
I know last year they did. No, I don't think they're going to do those shows this year, so it's a strong possibility that AEW's next big pay-per-view will be All In or All Out, whatever the fuck they're going to name it.
Right.
So let's get to the conclusion of this match. Basically,
my favorite match of the night.
That was one of my favorites, too. So a lot of people may not understand why this match ended the way it ended, but it ended the way it ended, so it'll be some controversy and to set them up for another match.
Yep. Absolutely. The Stadium Stampede, which to me just looks so cool. Their entrances were sweet.
Yes. All right, let's get into that.
They came out as football players. The Inner Circle came out as football players, essentially.
And the Elite, they also made the NFL-style entrance.
Right, but without the jerseys
Without the jerseys.
Or the numbers being called.
Man.
I'm not sure what the rules were at first. They did end up explaining them. It was the first person to get a pinfall or submission, so they did clarify that. And Mr. Hangman Page was late to the party.
Hold up. Before we get to that,
he didn't even come out.
Before we get to that, what do you think about the beginning of the match? How it was like two NFL teams coming down the field to face off. How the beginning of the match started. How they just
whoever's filming this stuff, please continue to do stuff like that.
Yeah, salute to AEW and their camera shots, man, because they got a lot of dope shots. I'm going to get into that at the end of the show, too. Yep. So, moving along, like you said, Hangman Page at the beginning of the match was nowhere to be found. We all know that Hangman Page has been having some feelings and some emotional issues towards his brothers in the Elite for the last few months. Mm-hmm. But we would eventually see Hangman Page, and he would make the entrance of a lifetime, horseback style, on a horse, coming through the field.
Now that's cowboy shit.
Chasing down Sammy Guevara.
Of course, it's always Sammy on the receiving end of a chase down, whether it's a golf cart one week or a horse the next week. Why is it always him?
Yeah, they just need to go ahead and hit him with an 18-wheeler and just take him on out. So, of course, we see Hangman Page make the spectacular entrance.
It was cool. I enjoyed it.
I like that.
It was different.
That was different. Never seen that before.
Right.
So, next thing you know, man, this shit would break down. They're fighting all over the field.
Chaos.
It was just complete chaos. But once again, salute to the AEW camera team because throughout this match, I mean, like at the beginning, like we're talking about now, they kept it on the melee and all the guys. Yeah. But all through this match, they would get separate shots of one-on-one
fight. They each had segments.
Yeah, everybody had their
own. And their own refs.
Own ref, yeah. Everybody had their own segment in this match. Moving along, what did you think about Mac Jackson doing the flip off of the goalpost?
Okay, so I was hoping that they would get good shots because the live shot we saw of it was all right.
Right.
And then, boom, replay came. They had like 5 different angles of it. It was actually pretty cool. Sketchy. Yeah. Very, very sketchy for someone who has broken ribs. I don't know if it's kayfabe or not, but if you're going to be in a football stadium and you're a high flyer, jump off the field.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Make the goalpost.
I like it.
Moving along, back to Hangman Page. They would cut back to Hangman Page where he is not participating in the match. Nope. He's literally riding his horse through the concourses of the Jacksonville Jaguars Stadium. Yeah. He would find one of the club lounges and would make his way to the bar. And momentarily, that would be the last that we would see of Hangman Page. Moving along in this match, broken Matt Hardy.
Yeah.
Regular Matt Hardy. And the return of Matt Hardy version 1.
I thought that was something.
Right.
Oh, man. At first, I was thinking, oh, this isn't good. What are they doing? What are they promoting here?
Yeah, because of what happened, we're not even going to get into that.
Right.
But at first, I kind of thought
it looked like they were promoting drowning somebody.
Yeah, and you know what happened, so we're not even going to go into that.
But then he pops up.
I thought it was going to be disrespectful, but it actually didn't turn out. They actually, every time I thought it was going to go the wrong direction, they saved it.
They did.
To keep it from offending anybody's family.
So he changed from broken Matt Hardy to, I believe, regular Matt Hardy.
Hardy Boys,
the Hardy Boys version.
And then Matt Hardy version 1. And
you got a kick out of that one.
I think that pool spot was pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, I can only imagine who's in that pool during those Jacksonville Jaguar games. I mean, do you think it's some hairy-ass, gray, old rich man that can get those seats? Or do you think it's a bunch of hot chicks that's in that pool during the Jacksonville Jaguar games?
Man, it's probably both.
Yeah.
It's probably weirdly a mixture of both.
I mean, I didn't know that the Jaguars had such a nice stadium.
Oh, it was beautiful.
Yeah.
It was huge, beautiful. And
I mean, maybe they'll start winning some damn championships. All right, moving along, man. Ring your bell.
Oh, I loved that segment. I wanted, right before I said, man, they got to use this bell. And here comes Matt with some rebuttals. What did he say? I'm going to ring your bell or something.
Yeah.
And then dude was shaking. The dude was shaking. He sold it. He sold the bell ring.
Santana and Ortiz did some great selling tonight, especially in the segment with Matt Hardy. I don't think, other than Santana and Ortiz, anyone else could have pulled that off. Speaking of Santana and Ortiz, I mean, we know your boy Hangman Page loves his ice cold beers, but what do you think about Santana getting put on ice, getting literally stuffed into the ice chest? I love that.
Was that the last time we saw him?
That was the last time we saw him.
He locked him in there with a broom.
He locked him in there with the broom.
That was Matt Hardy. Broken Matt Hardy locked him in there with a broom and never to be seen again.
Yep, that was one of my favorite spots. Okay, moving along. Hangman Page chilling at the bar. Back to Hangman Page.
Didn't think I'd like this segment, and I actually really did like this segment.
Yep. So they would cut to Hangman Page chilling at the bar having a drink, and then your boy Jake Hager, formerly known as Mr. Swag, Jack Swagger, would go and hunt down Hangman Page. Of course, he would find his horse, and he would make his way into the club lounge. And basically, Hangman Page said, "Hey, man, did you come here?"
Sit down right next to him.
Sit down right next to him. And Page was like, "Hey, did you come here to drink or did you come here to fight?" So at first, slides him over a drink. They would have a drink, and after that, let the brawl begin. And we literally seen a bar fight at the Jacksonville Jaguars Stadium between Hangman Page
pool sticks and all.
Pool sticks, pool tables.
Chugged them across the
bar.
Thing, yeah, man.
So that was a very, very good spot.
Yes.
All right, continuing on with Hangman Page, man. I mean, we would also see Hangman Page have a drink with his fellow Elite member, Kenny Omega. We all
Who doesn't drink?
Milkomania returned tonight at AEW.
Yes, it did. Reminiscent of your favorite.
So
Olympic
we all know that you guys watch this match just like us.
Yep.
We would see a couple of nice spots in this match, and before we wrap this up, I want to cover a couple more. How did you feel about the 100-yard suplex?
If you're gonna do something like that, do it like that.
Yeah.
That's why I say
great camera work.
Yeah.
Great camera work, man.
They cut off a couple times to other segments.
And they would cut off and they'll cut back in.
He's halfway.
Then they'll cut back. He's in the fucking end zone. And did you see when he spiked him?
I did. He spiked him and then he did a dance.
And
got a flag.
Got a flag for unsportsmanlike conduct.
And super kicked the ref.
The ref. Also, we would also see another big spot from the Young Bucks. And this was a spot when me and you was watching. We really didn't like this one. We felt like they overdid this one. I felt like the Bucks shouldn't have never went up to the stadium and ran down because he had absolutely no speed, no momentum, no type of velocity coming down those bleachers. If he was going to do that spot, it would have looked a lot better if he just would have got up there and just died.
Yep.
He shouldn't have never did
jumped
the
off
running.
Maybe onto a crash pad.
Exactly.
He
shouldn't have never did the running part.
Then he jumped up on it.
And and I mean
the dive was cool.
That was the only part of the editing that I really didn't like. We spotted that right off the rip because we already seen it coming. Like they're gonna edit that shit and it's gonna be like real weak when he do the dive. It's not gonna add up with the speed. Like you said,
his momentum.
The momentum, it just was not there.
He was barely jogging.
Yep. So keep it going, man. We seen a couple more fights all over the stadium, let's start wrapping this thing up.
Yep.
How about the end of the match?
Guevara getting chased down
by the golf cart.
He
again. Got away this time.
He did. Broken Matt Hardy and Kenny Omega chased him down, and then Sammy Guevara jumped up like a Green Bay Packers style up into the stadium.
Did a Lambo leap.
Yep, did the Lambo leap
in Jacksonville.
Kenny followed him all the way up into the stands and then gets kicked. Matt comes up, gets kicked. Matt Hardy, that is, gets kicked. And then Kenny comes back out of nowhere, brawls with Sammy. I don't know what that was. They're in the middle of the crowd on like a platform.
Yeah, like kind of in the end zone.
And then listen, guys,
it looked like it was the tunnel that the teams go out.
Right. It looked like probably the tunnel. And I don't know what the move is called, so I'm not going to act like I know what it's called. Do you know what it was called?
That move is called the One-Winged Angel by Kenny Omega.
The One-Winged Angel. Off of how tall do you think that was?
That shit was pretty high.
I got up out of my seat.
I do think that they edited it a little bit to make it look higher than what it was.
Right, like a quick skip maybe in the camera.
That was a pretty dope spot.
I enjoyed it. I was like, wow.
Pretty good way to end this match.
Yep, that was it. Sammy got pinned.
Both wrestling companies been having to get like a little creative due to the lack of crowds.
Like the sprinkler spot with Sammy.
Yeah. And then, like I say, I hate to inject WWE into this, but, I mean, it just makes sense for me to say that. I mean, we seen the Boneyard match at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
We seen the Money in the Bank match at the headquarters, and AEW really delivered with this stadium match.
Yes, they did.
And to me, I think AEW's, I don't want to call this too cinematic, but I think AEW's matches is outside the box. That one tonight, to me, I enjoyed it more than I enjoyed the Boneyard match, and I enjoyed the Money in the Bank ladder match.
Me too, because it still had that real wrestling match feel to it. There was even a ring in the middle of the football field. There was a ring,
and they spent a little bit of time in the ring. But,
tiny bit.
That ring really didn't get used that much.
Didn't.
All right,
but I enjoyed it, man.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
I enjoyed it, guys.
So, guys, we are about 41 minutes in. We're about to start wrapping this up, man. Like I say, this is one of our first videos, so you guys be on the lookout for our new podcast that's going to be coming real soon. I'm going to let my boy Mug tell y'all a little bit more about that.
So our new podcast coming to you guys soon. We don't want to give any dates with the current, situation we're all living in. We're just going to be coming to you guys live, most likely on YouTube with the videos, and it's going to be called Blunts, Brews, and Body Slams, and it is the
brand new wrestling podcast for the urban wrestling fan. So we're nerds, but we consider ourselves as cool nerds.
Yeah.
We don't consider ourselves as smart marks, so we just throw that in there for the urban wrestling fan. And so you be on the lookout for the podcast, but until we officially launch that, we're going to be bringing you guys videos like this. We're going to be bringing you guys reviews. And we're going to be bringing you guys Q&As, thoughts and opinions and all that.
And we want to hear your guys' thoughts and opinions in the comments below on things we should improve or maybe talk about sometime.
Right. So, like I say, we're about 43 minutes in.
Yep.
And, hey, man, good show tonight.
Absolutely.
And we just want to thank everybody for staying strong through these tough times, man. Yep. It looks like we're about to be somewhat getting back to normal. Some people can start returning to work. I mean, the kids probably won't return back to school till the start of the new school year.
Right.
Shout out to all the graduating class of 2020, man, because you guys were literally like, I'm talking about from especially high school, you guys was robbed of a lot of like memories, man. Yeah, like prom, graduation, all that. Those are once in a lifetime memories. So me and my boy D Mugger, we want to give a special shout out to all the high school seniors and the college seniors, man, but especially the high school seniors who missed out on those memories that they will never get back again. So we're not going to sit here and talk you guys ear off. For my boy D Mugger, I'm DJ Brando. And until next time, man.
We out.
We out.
Thank you guys so much.
Thank you.